You can be what you are, but I would advise you do it quietly, Trump, because MAGA is no longer commanded by you, and you know it. You know it. You belong to the Epstein class. That is your legacy now. People will see your name on buildings, whatever was agreed upon in those boardrooms with Jared Kushner, Trump, Gaza, hotel, whatever you tweeted, so crass. They will see that. You will earn that.
Hey, everybody. This is Troy over at Uncomfortable Truths. Thanks for checking me out. So today we've got to talk about Candace Owens because she has come out hard against Donald Trump. Now, a lot of the MAGA commentators have kind of come out and criticized Donald Trump and his war with Iran, like Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, the Hodge twins. So we are seeing a lot of people on the right actually switching sides here on Donald Trump and saying, you know what? I don't trust this guy. He's done a lot of bad things. I hope he can get this together and turn things around. That isn't what our girl Candace Owens is doing. Candace Owens is going completely scorched earth on Donald Trump, and she is right to do so because Donald Trump didn't kind of make a mistake. Donald Trump has betrayed Americans, he betrayed his voters, and he betrayed anybody that thought that he was going to actually seek peace in the Middle East and maybe pull us out of some of these wars, because he is getting us into more wars. He is escalating in the Middle East, and these wars are going to be an absolute catastrophe because we've already seen that. And the reason he's doing this is because he wants to make sure that he is protecting the Epstein class, which is why he somehow managed to lose all the Epstein files. It's why we are continuing to go to war on Israel's behalf with countries like Iran and Lebanon. And Donald Trump has been a completely aggressive fool. And that is what Candace Owens is going to go here and talk about. Take a look.
People will not fight beside, behind, or for someone who is fundamentally disloyal. Okay? If disloyalty and deceit is in your nature, then I highly suggest that you combine it with silence. You can be what you are, but I would advise you do it quietly, Trump, because MAGA is no longer commanded by you, and you know it. You know it. You belong to the Epstein class. That is your legacy now. People will see your name on buildings, whatever was agreed upon in those boardrooms with Jared Kushner, Trump, Gaza, hotel, whatever you tweeted, so crass. They will see that. You will earn that. And then when they see it, they will think about how many children had to die or be raped by men on islands so that you could stick the Trump name upon a building.
So she's definitely hit flow state here, but guys, what she's saying is 100% accurate. Donald Trump has been protecting the people in the Epstein class ever since he was in office, which is especially grotesque because he ran and tricked his voters into thinking that he was going to somehow actually release these files. Well, they haven't done it, have they? And in fact, we haven't even prosecuted anybody that was involved. So if you're still out defending Donald Trump on this Epstein issue at this point, you are not a serious person, or you just don't know the issue very well. Because what we're seeing is a complete disregard for the law and for morality coming from Donald Trump. And he has 100% traded in the best interests of the United States in favor for a foreign country, Israel. And we know that he's done that because currently we're engaged in war with Iran that even George W. Bush refused to get into. Even we had all of Gaza and it was horrific, but even Biden didn't actually bring us into the Iran war. So what we have going on right now is a complete betrayal from the president of the United States. And anybody that's telling you otherwise is just lying to you.
And for clarity, Mr. President, that's not my fault. That's not Megyn Kelly's fault. That's not Tucker Carlson's fault. You made that trade. You chose money above respect. And what an absolute shame that you chose to do that toward the end of your life. Okay, because you can't take money and things and stuff with you when you go, just your soul. And you sold yours for what? Another gilded ballroom? Let me be perfectly clear when I say this. Charlie Kirk, he died free. You will most certainly die a slave.
Well, Candace Owens absolutely smoked Donald Trump. But guys, it really isn't that hard to do. The reason being is we can actually see what Donald Trump said he was going to do, like pull us out of the war in Ukraine and not get us involved in more Middle Eastern wars. We can see that that's obviously not happening. So Candace Owens has the truth on her side, which makes roasting Trump extremely easy for somebody like Candace, who's being very honest about what Trump's going through and what he's doing to the United States. Because, guys, he definitely is a slave. Because if he wasn't, why would he be doing all of these things that are opposite of the interests of the United States? You all know the truth. The truth is that Donald Trump has betrayed America because he wanted to serve another country. That's why he has all these corrupt deals where he is getting personally paid based on the foreign policy that he is implementing. This happens with Saudi Arabia, this happens with the UAE, and it definitely happens with Israel, where he has sent his son-in-law to go negotiate the ceasefire deal that we have. Who does that, guys, who isn't an extremely corrupt fool? The answer is nobody, because at this point, the uncomfortable truth is that Donald Trump 100% is a slave to Israel. Donald Trump is a slave to money, and we elected somebody who does not have the interest in America, even as their top priority. Donald Trump doesn't take the interests of Americans seriously whatsoever. He doesn't care, guys. And that's what Candace Owens has really shown, because somebody that is willing to cover up the Epstein files and cover up what was done on that island isn't somebody that we can trust, because that's somebody who will do whatever it takes to get power for themselves, and they don't care who gets hurt, and they don't care what the damage is. And that's what we have going on right now with our current president, guys. So that's what we have today for the Uncomfortable Truths. Do me a favor, hit like and subscribe, and go ahead and share the Uncomfortable Truths. Take care, everybody.